We'll turn this corner, and this is Main Street. This is our big town of Bend. I think I want to do one water because it's the first race in a long time that genuinely terrifies me. You can literally push your body and mind to its absolute limits. And I know this might sound funny, but I think the longer I'm in the race, the less I have to come back to like reality and deal with like real life and work. So that's also one of like my inspirations for continue to keep pushing, because then if you stop, then you have to come back to reality, and that's not fun.
This race is a beautiful, dark beast.
It's the hardest race in the world.
I'm not quitting.
One of the toughest things humanly possible.
What is the ultimate proof of human capacity?
We're at Smith Rock State Park, one of my favorite places to run just because of the beautiful scenery. And we're gonna go for a little run along the river. I mean, with one water, whether you're prepared for it or not, there's gonna be cold nights, there's gonna be cold water. You know, it could be cold and rainy during the day, you just don't know. And hypothermia is definitely a factor for all of us.
My name is Kayla Kobelin. I am part of Team 2 USA, and I am from Bend, Oregon.
I have a lot of experience with the cold. With cold water, I would say I'm definitely a little more sensitive, so I need to train in cold water more. I need to be really particular about what gear I choose and what gear I don't choose and how I suit up for those night swims. I think when I got more serious about training, I thought about, okay, where would I move? And Bend definitely came to mind. So I made the leap and came down here, and I think it was the best decision ever. I think it's just really great to be in a town where no matter how old or young you are, everyone has this general idea of just like wanting to be outdoors and having that like work-life balance, and it's awesome. I wouldn't move anywhere else.
I met Kayla at the pool. Actually, we swim at in Bend, so we just started talking at the pool, and it's really cool to have that interest in common, you know, because there aren't a lot of people, you don't go to the pool to meet people, you know, so it was very, very fortunate that I was able to be at the pool at the same time as Kayla and meet her there.
My experience with endurance races and hypothermia, I know all too well. I did a triathlon a few years ago in Germany where I didn't have the right wetsuit. It was very cold that day, the water was very cold. I finished the swim, but next thing I know, I was in the back of an ambulance. And I ended up in the hospital with hypothermia for quite a few hours, being like wrapped up in these special blankets and monitoring me to make sure that I didn't warm up too quickly. So it's definitely something I've always thought of, not just when it comes to racing, but when it comes to just training. I feel really lucky having cold water in my backyard and being able to use that to my advantage. But it's still something that I've always had in the back of my head that I never want to have happen again. And even though I was prepared, it still happened to me, which is scary. I would say a superpower I've found recently is just going to the gym, honestly, and lifting really heavy weights.
Yep, so you just squat down and sit and then push back up.
This is why I go to the gym with him. He just sets everything up for me. I don't have to worry. He just tells me what we're doing next. It's great.
One of the secrets of the gym is to use the weights that look bigger so it looks like you're lifting more weights.
ever since I've been going to the gym and like doing mobility work and ankle stability, I've had no issues. So I feel super lucky to have found that because it just helps me in all of my other sports. Nice work. That was awesome.
We're done. We are done. She kicks my butt in here.
So Bend, if you don't know, is like a beer town. I think we have over like 40 breweries just in our very small town, which is a lot.
Oh, that's so good.
I think it's super important to kind of have this balance of like, yeah, you train hard, but I also think it's important to just like relax, hang out, have a beer with your friends, like for your mental and like emotional state.
It's so funny.
I guess the good thing about being an athlete is like you really only need to drink one beer. And I'm pretty buzzed after that. Oh, darn it, I thought I got a piece there for a second.
This is an exciting Friday night at our house.
Yeah. Where are these pieces? Do you think they went under the couch?
Where's that whole corner?
I don't know. It's fully missing.
Yeah, pieces just disappear when you have cats.
Jacob and I do puzzles almost every night instead of just sitting and watching TV or like just scrolling on our phones. So it's a way to bond and have fun. Oh, wait a minute.
Is that it? It's the beer. It helps.
It's fun. I feel a sense of accomplishment. It just takes my mind off of like everyday life.
I think sometimes it's just crazy that we're even trying to do this. But then I also know it's possible now, especially after the first year. I think that's what draws me back each time and just to see what I'm capable of.